Hey man, welcome back to another video. You already know what it is. It's your boy Jay, man. What did it do with y'all, man, today? Alright, man, I just wanted to say what's up with y'all. You already know we back at it every day, every daily with it. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop. So, I hope y'all had a good day. You know what I'm saying? I've been having a pretty good week here. You know, this week, I can't even lie to you. You feel me? But, you know, let's go ahead and slide into this video, man. Go ahead and give me a like, comment, and subscribe, man. Please, man, go ahead. You already watching. Might as well throw a like. What's a like gonna do? And might as well hit that sub button, man. Without further ado, man, let's go ahead slide into this video. Hey, so, man, today we're gonna be talking about why Kirk Cousins was the perfect fit for the Atlanta Falcons this offseason, okay? Now, let's just go ahead and dive into this video, right? So, Kirk Cousins is a top 1% in game managers, okay? I know game managers have been thrown around for a while, but there is a real game manager archetype, and that's not a bad thing. You know, he's a 4-year, $180 million man, so it's not bad to be a game manager at all, right? Especially whenever you're getting, you know, especially in today's league when the quarterback is king, right? So, you know, he's a top 1% in that, right? And then he is extremely familiar with this system, okay? Obviously, there's going to be a few bells and whistles missing or, you know, a little more advanced maybe than he remembers, but he is extremely familiar with this system because, so his head coach, Raheem Morris, okay, was with him whenever Kirk started out in Washington, okay? Well, Raheem Morris was also with Sean McVay in LA, okay? The offensive coordinator was also with Sean McVay in LA. And the reason why this comes full circle is because McVay was in Washington whenever Kirk Cousins started his career, okay? So it's a full circle moment here. And this is a big time 11 personnel play action zone run scheme. And Kirk thrives in that. Kirk Cousins thrives in systems like that. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins I mean, obviously he didn't get to play the full season because of that Achilles tear, right? Of course. But on all of his dropbacks last year, right? 28%, it was like 28.8 to be exact, right? 28% of them, so pretty much 29% of them were play action passes, right? Which is king in this system. And he is extremely familiar to the personnel on this team, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is that, you know, he's playing now. Well, no, actually, let me tell you who he played with, okay? So he had Justin Jefferson, right? He had my boy Hawk, you know what I'm saying, TJ Hawkinson, right? And then he had Dalvin Cook in that backfield, okay? Now, do you see where I'm going with this? Now he has Drake London at receiver to fill JJ's shoes. Obviously, that's going to be a hard task, right? But he has Kyle Pitts for Hawk and Bijan for Dalvin. So he is used to this, you know, kind of orchestration of a team, right? Also, he loves to throw over the middle. Kirk Cousins is a in between the numbers quarterback. Of course, he can throw it outside of the numbers. Of course, that's why he's an NFL player, right? And making this much money, right? But he loves to live over the middle. He was actually third in throwing over the middle percentages this year. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty good. And the reason why that is so good because 2 receivers on his team, you know, well, technically a tight end and a receiver on his team live over the middle. And Drake London being a big guy and being able to use his body to, you know, make him, you know, miss tackles and stuff like that, right? And you just avoid other defenders in total, right? And then Kyle Pitts being a big dude and being able to break off, you know, just most tight end routes are over the middle of the field, right? And then you have Bijan behind him. So literally play action, over top, and you hand it to him next play. Hand it to him. Hand it to him. Play action over the top. You know what I'm saying? So he is definitely used to a, system like this, And Kirk Cousins loves throwing it to his tight ends. I'm just being honest. Since I forget when like 2015 or something like that. I think it goes back that far that, he is number one in throwing to his tight ends, in attempts, and I'm pretty sure in yardages, right? Which is pretty freaking good whenever you know that there's a man named Patrick Mahomes that has one of the best tight ends in the league, Since whenever Patty got drafted in 17, but didn't get his first start to 18, yada yada. Well, technically, first start was at the end of the 17 season, but you feel me, right? Anyway, what I'm saying though, it's just that Kirk is that guy, especially for this team. You know what I'm saying? He's also, I know what you're gonna say here. I get it. He has a terrible primetime record, and that's what everybody is always concerned about. Your record and blah 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 games. This type of game, right? And I get it. He has a boo record. I understand the record don't look good. Completely understand that, but he is actually a pretty clutch guy. And the fact that the last season that he was able to play, this man was doing some crazy stuff. Obviously this was the 22 season, right? That was the last time we got to see a full season of Kirk. But he had the biggest comeback in NFL history at 33 points, right? It came back and won against the Indianapolis Colts. I was watching that game live. It was crazy. I know. It was. I was there. Right? He had the most one-score game wins in a season at 11. You know what I'm saying? He had the most comebacks in a season at 10. You know what I'm saying? And he had the most fourth quarter comebacks in the season at 8. I'm just saying, dude, that is some clutch stuff if you ask me. Now, obviously, he had JJ out there to make some crazy catches. I get that. But the guys on his team, obviously, none of them are going to be, Justin Jefferson. But they're going to be able to, be good, you know what I'm saying? And, and OTAs and training camp, blah, blah, blah. Even, working up to the preseason, them getting a good chemistry. So he could possibly, Drake could possibly be, a baby JJ, I don't know. Maybe. I'm just saying here, maybe. Now, they also won't need Kirk to be Superman, ever. He's coming off of this He's coming off of this Achilles tear, which everyone's like, oh, it's such a bad injury, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? A-Rod came back. Well, he was about to come back from the same exact injury, right? He was about to come back. Would have came back, but it just, the Jets were not a good team. They weren't good enough to, be into the playoffs, so it was no point of him coming back, right? But what I'm saying here is that he's not going to ever have to be Superman. He's not going to have to go out there and run for 50 yards, on the play. He's not going to have to run around the pocket like, Mahomes and throw it all like that. No, he's going to be 3-step at most, 7-step drop back, which maybe not with Kirk, but maybe, definitely. But, his nice little three-step, because he's also good at straight dropbacks. Yes, he is amazing in the play action game also because he's very familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? Playing, for a bunch of coaches that, coached under Mike Shanahan, right? So, of course, he's going to have a great play action game, but he can definitely drop back as well. And all he has to do is drop back, throw a hitch, and they can take that hitch and go crazy. Drake London can take that hitch and go crazy. Kyle Pitts can take that corner route and take it to the crib, low-key. You know what I'm saying? Hit your boy Bijan out in the flats early when there's nobody around him so where he can go and get 6 yards instead of waiting until the dude right in front of him and it's a negative gain. I don't know what Ritter was out here doing. But, this O-line is also the reason why he doesn't have to be Superman. Because this O-line, to me, they look like a well-coached, organized group, of guys, and they look like they're going to keep him healthy and safe because they made no offense to Desmond Ridder, man. Shout out to you, bro. But they made him look like a real quarterback at times, you know, behind that O-line, and with, you know, Drake going crazy, Kyle going crazy, Bijan making them, you know, making up for mistakes. Even Tyler, Eulogy, how do you say that dude's name? I forget. I was just talking about this dude, you know, to this other guy, to this actually Atlanta Falcons fan, right, who said that they should have got Justin Fields. Which is actually why I made this video, because Fields would not have been a perfect fit because of this last point that I have. And Kirk is perfect for the city of Atlanta, right? He's not going to be out here, you know, going crazy. But, you know, whenever the celebrities come, he can still be Kirk Cochains. You know, whenever he was on the bus with all the ice, you know, doing all of that, right? All the, you know, diamonds and stuff on his neck, right? He was, you know, going crazy. And he could definitely do that, you know, in the stadium or on the flight back to Atlanta, definitely. With all these celebrities and rappers and blah, 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 right? That, you know, are from Atlanta. But at the end of the day, we know Kirk Cousins isn't no crazy guy like that. He's a family dude at heart. So you don't really have to worry about him, you know, going to, you know, clubs and stuff like that. You know, but I'm saying with the celebrities or wilding out or getting, I'm not taking no shots, but, you know, get into like street racing and stuff like that. You know, you're not going to have to worry about that with Kirk. You're just not going to. Not saying that you would have with Justin at all. I don't know Justin, you know, on a personal level, obviously. But I feel like I can, you know, catch some stuff from Kirk Cousins. I mean, he was mad at people and said, you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole, you like that meme. I definitely wouldn't have been saying you like that. I would have been saying something crazier than that, performing how he did. But none the less there. To me, these are the reasons why Kirk Cousins is the perfect fit for the Atlanta Falcons, you know, from 2024 and on. And honestly speaking, they have just been searching for what Matt Ryan brought them during his prime years. And all I'm saying is, if Kirk doesn't match what Matt was doing, like obviously, I'm pretty sure Matt was in contention for MVP, if not won one that 16 year. I don't know. But what I'm saying though is just that he is going to be very close and similar to the production Matt Ryan was giving them for that decade plus, right? And I genuinely believe that, man, for real. So, with all that being said, man, you already know what it is, man. You already know what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? I hope that y'all enjoyed that video today, man. I really do, man. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead, man. It's not even going out your way. It's all right there in front of you. Nah, but I appreciate y'all, man. And we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Love.